Hello everyone. I wanted to talk to you today about a procedure that we do here at the Phosphonite Center. A lot of people have difficulties with balancing out their hormones, or they're wanting to try transitional hormones for gender affirming therapies. So we do all of that here at the Phosphonite Center. So whether that be estrogen, testosterone, those are the two that we would normally do. And so what we're going to show you today is the actual procedure. So we have my lovely patient here. We've already done a timeout, meaning that we've made sure it's the correct patient. What are they here for today? And going over any of their allergies. What I'm gonna do is actually clean their skin off with a ChloraPrep solution, because we wanna make sure that we're not doing anything that's gonna cause an infection. So we wanna clean this skin off really well. And then we're gonna let it sit for about 2 minutes. All right, so now that we've let that ChloraPrep solution dry for the appropriate amount of time, I'm gonna go ahead and anesthetize the location for the pellet insertion. I use a combination of sodium bicarb at 8.4% along with lidocaine 1% with epinephrine in there, which really helps to minimize the bleeding and bruising afterwards. All right, my dear, you're gonna feel just a little bit of a stick. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And a little bit of burning, stinging. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. All right. And we want to go the length of the trocar, which is what we're going to use to go underneath the skin to make a little pocket for those pellets to go in. All right, and now we're going to let that sit for a little bit too. Again, just to make sure that we give plenty of time for that to numb everything up. All right, so now that we've waited the appropriate amount of time to make sure that we have that skin good and numb, I'm gonna make just a tiny incision at their skin. Because we wanna make sure that it is big enough that we are gonna use the trocar to go underneath their skin. Notice that I have changed over to some sterile gloves because this is a sterile procedure. So we're just gonna take this little trocar, wiggle it underneath, kind of getting that subcutaneous layer. All right, we take that middle out. And then we have these tiny pellets. Now there are all different pellets and sizes, different hormones. So depending on what you need, these are actually estrogen pellets that we're putting in this patient today. If I can get this little sucker to spin around. There we go. All right. And then I use a blunt one as a pusher so we can push that all down so that those pellets stay nice and tight in that little pocket that I've just made. Now the beauty is I don't even have to use any sutures for the closure of this. So I can simply use a little bit of a sticky substance called mastisol and some steri strips to apply a little dressing here on the skin. Now you can see that there's very minimal bleeding, which is great. Thank you to the epinephrine in my lidocaine. And then they will have the steri strips on their skin for about the next week. And then I'm gonna put a second dressing called a pressure dressing on top that they will wear for the next 48 to 72 hours. That really helps to minimize the bruising and the bleeding that happens. All right, so now we're just allowing enough time for that mastisol to dry so I can put those steri strips on. You always want to dab just a little bit to make sure that if there is any bleeding, that's all stopped, because that's going to make it difficult for your steri strips to stay on as well. All right, and then I like to do a little bit of like a pinch to close that area off, another little dab, and then close it, seal that up. Here's another one. And because of the way that the skin, actually the tension in the skin in this area at the hip, where we place these, I like to put 2 steri strips over the insertion site for that, But then I like to take a third one and start here at the bottom corner and pull up. That really helps to reinforce that area to stay shut. And now we're gonna place a pressure dressing over top, just some little 2x2s and a Tegaderm, which is just sticky saran wrap. We're gonna stick that on, take this off, give them an instruction sheet of what they need to do. Now that you all have seen the procedure, it takes about 2 weeks for the pellets and the hormones to actually get into your system. So typically we have you come back about 2 weeks later. That way we can draw labs, we can take a look at the incision site. Remember, you want to keep the steri strips on for the first week. You don't want to submerge the area in water, so no tub baths, no saunas, no swimming in lakes, no swimming in pools. And then the pressure dressing, which is on top of that, usually stays on for about 48 hours. I do have some people that like to leave it on for a little bit longer, and that's okay too, but for at least 48 hours is what you need to do. You can also apply ice afterwards, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. Soreness and bruising is going to happen, but you don't want it to be red or be really painful. That may be a sign that there is an infection. We do our best to make sure that everything is sterile so that we don't introduce an infection. How everybody's different, and that could happen, so we want you to let us know as soon as possible. But most of the time, everybody does really well, and it's a quick, easy procedure. Most of the time, the procedure, your insurance will cover for the insertion. However, you may have to pay out of pocket for the actual pellets themselves. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call or go to our website at www.fossnightcenter.com.